Peaches love to do when they hide off stage. How do you think Tall's going to approach the matchup here?
I think Tall's going to take his time a little more. I think I've seen Tall be aggressive before, but Teleport is cool.
He said you're cool, and he's sorry for flaming you, bro.
I don't know when he flamed me, but...
Bro, I'm sorry, bro, for flaming you.
Yeah, you might like me that shit, now I gotta know what you're talking about.
Right.
No, but I think this is gonna be really interesting, and something I think Tall's gonna have to remember, especially against Peach, first of all, is that Ling just came off a really hot win from Puerto Rico.
True, the first attack winner for sure. Yeah, so coming off of that hot W, it is huge. And you know, he's been playing a lot more Daisy of late, right?
Yeah.
So he started playing Daisy as a joke at Riptide, and it's like, I'm gonna play Daisy until I go to losers or something. And then he just wasn't going to losers. And ever since, he's been playing a lot more Daisy. Gets the footstool at ledge, but Tall, that is such a good move on neutral getup because it's so active. It catches, it won't kill, but it catches that 2-frame for neutral getup, which gives you those consistent ledge traps that will eventually lead to KO as we find him finding that fair out of disadvantage.
Now, see, this is actually something I was about to talk about that LingLing just got this first stock on. That Tall really needs to be careful when he's in the corner. Something that a lot of Peaches don't like to do, especially, and a great up B to just get to reset the situation. I think something that Tall has to be careful of is to see these back airs right here, these back airs, these forward airs to the ledge. Oh my goodness gracious, and that kills.
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot.
Using the up B, instead of going straight to ledge, he held up and kind of like faded out on it and caught the reverse hit for him floating too far away. That was so good. Brings it back to even. And now here, like, the turnips are so important in this matchup for mid-range because you want to make the Zelda approach you in a way that doesn't involve Phantom. Because if you keep going for Phantom, he keeps cycling for the turnip. So that means that the Zelda has to come to you to make him stop that.
I think, yeah, so like, I think Ling is, you know, a lot of Peaches, they do this thing where they kind of back air and they forward air at the corner. They do this thing called, I like to call it a shield check. And that's how Ling got that first stock. And I think Tall's going to have to be a little more careful when he's in the corner. Like right here, he's just got to take his time, walk out. You have Seek, get center stage back. Ling recognized that he wasn't going to get the cheap shot. But this is like what I'm talking about. You just gotta not let Peach be in your head. Because that float is really good. She can throw out 6 back airs in place and nothing happens to her.
Yep, yeah, she gets away with murder quite literally half the time.
Being able to just kind of put those back airs on shield over and over and over again, but Zelda being one of those characters that you have to look at and go, well, much like Yoshi, I have to respect shield at all times. But with turnip in hand, at ledge, what do? Forces the jump. That was so well placed really once again. Like you said before, caught him at the beginning on the ground with the shield checks that time, calling out the jump. Incredibly long holding down smash at ledge doesn't get anything. But that down smash did get buffed recently, and it sends an incredibly bad angle now for people. So you gotta watch out for that now at the ledge.
Oh, and a back air is gonna steal the stock. And that, now, 46%. That's just 2 phantoms, and there it is. You know. Oh wow, I'm missing the. Just trying to ledge cancel that.
Yeah, I mean, also in general, too, one of the most frightful things about fighting Zelda on last stock is that Zelda has you at kill percent in about 20 more percent. You have to watch out for those fairs and bears, like, on one good jump read. Also, those up Bs. Dot Eyes is very scary here, but just kind of throws it out. Ling loves using down tilt at ledge to bait an option, and then he'll like down smash and he'll 2-frame grab you. But the amount of jumps, he's catching him on jump a lot. Now Stitch, bruh, come on. Oh, didn't believe hard enough. Honestly, I don't think that went 40? Are you gonna go? Okay, alright. Hold up for a second. That not gonna kill yet.
Wait a second.
Tall's catching a lot of landings all of a sudden.
Tall's got control on the ground. He's giving it up by jumping. Stop jumping!
He's looking, definitely looking for a really hard down.
Yeah, he's really waiting for that. They're really waiting for that back air forward air to really connect the jump.
If you can get, like, if you start getting some grabs, get that pummel on, dash attack might do it here. No good DI, okay?
Yet.
But, like, you have a kill, but that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it.
Oh, no! There wasn't the same DI.
Oh, and then gets the air dodge, but hits on the reverse side, so Tall's still not dead yet. 181%, still holding on for as long as possible here. Now you have to watch out for sweet spot aerial ranges. This is not good for Ling either.
This is actually so scary. This is literally one touch from either of them and it's over.
About 20 more percent. Like if you get to 100, then you're dying to a back throw at ledge too against Zelda. So you can't challenge that. Oh, all right, back throw. Get a beautiful stage position. Go off stage for there. Yep. And then Ling reads it. What does he do about the jump?
Great recovery.
Oh, neutral get covers. Okay, forces him to go low. Decides to go for it again. That one I don't agree with that as much. Oh wait, that's huge. That's it. He's gotta work on the high.
That should literally be it.
No!
Oh my god!
He avoids it.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, we're getting. Up throw!
Oh my god! And that's game 1.
Tall closes it at the
Oh
last
my
second
goodness.
there. That's what I was starting to allude to as time went on with that high rage from Tall. Is at first you have to worry about the back throw, and then as time goes on,
The up
throw, and 190, and you at 130, shit, you know. All right, so very well played, very clutch there from Tall to be able to bring that back, and that's just like even the best of players get caught by that sometimes because you're in a spot where you know you can't swing on Zelda too much because then she's gonna hit you in an air-to-air trade, forward air or back air, and you just explode. So Ling was trying to control his ground as much as he could, and he ended up costing him.
There's something that's weird. I know this is a little off topic, but I thought this was hilarious, just a fun thought, was that the way that Zelda does her moves with such finesse in the form, it almost makes me wish 6am played this character so we could just see the elegant, elegant throws.
Yeah, 6am would 100% start dancing on that. Also, shout out to whoever kicked my camera upstairs. I'll fix that in a second. But right now, starting things off with game number 2, like Tall was able to bring it back at the end. You still can't get too comfy after that first game. Or maybe you can. Just getting the roll read on with the reverse up tilt read. That's a lot of times I said read for no reason. It was redundant. But still, that's what I was talking about before. Watching out for Ling at ledge when he starts putting those down tilts out. It's just a quick data check as he gets you to move.
Now, I think something that's important to talk about, and when it comes to this game in general, regardless of who's playing who, is the position that Tall's in being up 1-0. Oh, and a great forward air coming in from Ling. But as I was saying, I think that this is actually like a really good spot for Tall because Zelda's one of those characters where you can't just throw a bunch of stuff out and it works, you know? And because he has this game lead, I think he's not going to feel as desperate to fish for things. And I think this, in any case, it's going to help him play better in the long run. Even if it's a game 3, he still feels like he's on even ground. Whereas if you're down 1-0, you start wondering if you really need to make a lot of changes. But in speaking of changes, the stock count is changing, and now we have Ling and Tall at the same stock. 86%, not really a bad disadvantage.
No, not by any means. Because like even though Tall is behind 118, Ling this is where Ling has to start playing very strong at ledge, the same way we saw him at the beginning. Because his grounded play has been coming out in stride as this has gone on. He's not trying to check him. That grab on the end of jab though, I did not think I was gonna reach. Tries to that
was
is
so smart.
That is such a scary setup because even if you just get a light hit, it doesn't even need to be a big hit. You get bounced right into
and you have no jump.
And your DI check is probably destroyed because you're holding left and then all of a sudden you're holding right and then the bye. But Ling gets the Peach Bomb or Daisy Bomber here. Big combo straight into 49%, keeping that lead up and gets the bait somehow on that. I don't know how I got away from that up B.
I never would have thought of that day in my life, I'm not gonna lie. But that just shows what kind of caliber Ling is. You know, he thinks about these little things, and not a lot of people think about it, especially at top level.
Oh, I like that. I like the deep edge guard play. Like, that was just barely missed, dude. That nair was almost right on the money. Back throw gets stayed position here. You've gone low a few times, so you read the jump high here. Yep, tries to cover it high. Keeps it at 2-frame range with the turn up. Tries to go for back air. That air dodge down, though. Tall holding, Tall's shield discipline, very, very impressive so far.
Very, very.
Like, so far, in
That's the background talking about. See, it's those little checks. It's those little checks. Like, are you playing safe? Are you trying to hit? That is really what Ling's back airs are all about, and a lot of pitches in general.
And going into game number 3 here, we saw how good Ling was at controlling the jump. We saw how good Ling was at winning at the ledge. That was the big key factor. Now, Zelda doesn't have the best get off ledge options. One of her best tools is using Phantom on recovery to get people to back off. But what is it about game 3, as we see the stage counter picks happen, that you think is going to be the play for Tall to not let that happen? Because in center stage, it actually worked out pretty well.
I think here, Tall is really going to need to just take advantage of Ling when he's on the ledge. I feel like Ling is kind of getting not to the stage very easily, but I think once he gets to the ledge, Ling's a lot less scared as he is when he's off stage. I think Tall really needs to start conditioning him into forcing Ling into, say, doing a side B off the ledge or like a jump fair as an aggressive option, because if he misses that fair, I mean, Zelda has this wonderful F-tilt that does amazing things at the ledge, in my opinion, from what I've noticed. And I think it's just going to be really important for Tall to really start trying to condition Ling, because I think Ling is conditioning him a lot faster. I think that's what's helping Ling bring the set back.
I think one of the things that could be to the detriment of Tall a little bit is that, you look at this match and you go, okay, I want enough range to be able to set up Phantom and then punish someone like Peachy floating too much. Ling is playing within like a character length at mid-range on short hop to not ever let him do that. So something like this actually has been a little bit of a struggle because it's been harder for Tall to force Ling to get those ledge traps on this wider stage. I can only assume that Ling probably banned both, there's 3 stage bans because of the large stage list. He's probably banned Hollow Bashman and Smashville to make sure that he can't get those ledge traps for free as we run it back to PS2. It's still looking pretty rough. The difference maker always being that border at the ledge can take it out.
See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta look out for that stuff. That's really like that. See, those little stock losses, you know, you think you're like, oh, you know, he got a really good back air, but no, like those are the back airs he goes for every time, and those are the things where like, you know, 1 stock, 2 stock here and there during the set, that could make the entire set, you know?
Yeah, and it's just a big part of too, like, Tall's been on the come up, and he's going to be a problem, like, for sure.
Definitely.
As we see him continue to be so, but, like, Ling is definitely been more calm in these late game scenarios compared to the first game. Like, the first game was pretty bad. He gave up that game, but he has calmed down since. A top player knows how to do that. And Tall has to adapt into that now, because if you don't like play to the clock, you have 5 minutes on that timer. You have plenty of time to make the adjustment.
Call it the roll, but didn't space it correctly. I could tell that was definitely a roll read. The Phantom would have covered get up and down. So it's just little things like that. That would have been the stock, and we could have been in an even-ish game. But these are the things Tall's got to recognize, you know. But Ling, on the other hand, recognizing I have the ledge. And here we go. Oh, the grab. See the mix-up. See, recognizing that Tall is waiting for those aggressive back airs. Ling runs in for the grab as the adaption. This is what I'm talking about, man.
Yep.
These little adaptions are really what's making the difference.
Option selects, baby. Just constantly putting out those aerials at ledge.
And
then there's another one. And that's all safe. That's perfectly safe, because at worst you take a trade there and you don't die. So you put that in that spot, you cover, and then if you miss, you just either back off inside B or you smack them away. But the LP out of shield gets him a stock. I think you just want to fall 3-5 But I mean, hey, tactical crouching is never just is never unallowed here at the towers.
That's true.
Let's see what happens with Tall. Tall can find it down there. Tall can definitely find a really good ledge trap. We did the eye. Yep.
That's 50.
Already started
Just
bringing it back.
oh!
That just missed. If that connected, that was ledge. I mean, that was an edge guard.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now Ling getting ready for the still check. Oh, look at this. See, Ling just constantly changing up what he's doing as ledge pressure. And this is confusing Tall. Like, he can't get a read. He can't adapt to anything. There's nothing to adapt to. He's constantly mixing it up.
Yeah, and now Ling has him at 113%, so he has the ability to catch one good reversal at ledge. So Tall has to be super scared. We gotta be careful.
That was the bagger, and Ling knew, but he saw the shield. That was so smart. He knew not to go for it.
Yeah, he's not trying to get, like, you pretty much can't go for, for Tall, you have to go for the big Hail Mary play, like right now. Like, you have to go for the big up B, or you try to force ledge.
Good. See, that's the F tilt I'm talking about, Ajax.
That move is so strong, man.
Ledge.
That move is so strong. I like the intent that Nehru's left, but gave up stage position to go for it. Oh my goodness, I think, yeah, exactly. You gotta start looking for throws, which is gonna force Ling to find himself in center stage. He's at range with the F tilt. Will kill, but the fades away just enough to get the back air. Oh, gets the reverse.
Oh my goodness gracious, Ling is just evasively maneuvering. Oh, and the Phantom is gonna do this.
Alright, wait.
Perfect ultimate. This is possible.
Wait a minute. We saw this in game 1.
Yeah,
this happened in game 1. Like, it is still very. Oh, that's a big whip punish. It gets the DI check and goes for the reversal back air. Oh, that's wait, hold up. That's forcing a reversal. Oh, that up air almost gets to go up the top. Dodge, but misses the air dodge. That was so close. Ling at 75%. 153 on the back air. That will take it.
God, that was insane.
My goodness.
Oh, my turn.
You see, Tall shoulders the controller like, yo, I misplayed this button right here, bro. What an incredibly close match. What an incredibly close match there at the end. But that's going to be Ling taking it there 2-1.